The time now, it's 11 o'clock on this Tuesday night, January 28, 2014, and it's time now for the Weather Magician PJ Wiggins, the Late Night Report. Tuesday night, January 28, 2014. Good evening, everybody. Our current conditions at 11 o'clock here in northern Massachusetts. Got a temperature of 19 degrees with an overcast skies with a humidity of 36%. Wind speed is calm. Barometer 3.23 inches, 2 about 4 below, and a visibility about 10 miles. Okay, let's take a look at our radar scope. It shows line of snow showers stretching from Nantucket and southeast Massachusetts and down for southeastern Connecticut, northwestern Connecticut, stretching it out for southern New York, around New York City, down for New Jersey, down for eastern Pennsylvania, down to Metro Maryland, Delaware, down for Virginia, down in it. Down for the Carolinas and stretching out for central Georgia and down for southern Alabama and a few snow showers in near Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Back to snow showers in near Baton Rouge. And a couple of sleep pelts from off the Louisiana Gulf Coast, stretching out to New Orleans, down for southern Mississippi, down for western Florida Panhandle, down to southeastern portions of Alabama, down for south central Georgia, and down through eastern Carolinas. A few snow showers in southeastern portions of Texas and rain showers in something like this, lined up best from about Plymouth on south eastern portions of Mexico, stretching on for southern portions of Texas and down through all Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Gulf Coast, stretching in western Florida, and down for southern Georgia, and down for coastal Carolinas here. Snow and rain showers in the northern portions of Mexico here. Snow showers off the Nova Scotia, line of snow showers western and eastern portions of Red Island Island, line of snow showers in eastern portions of Ontario, down for northwestern portions of New York State and eastern portions of Ontario. Snow showers in southwestern and northwestern portions of Michigan. Back to the snow showers in southern portions of Ontario, down for northeastern portions of Minnesota. Here. Line of snow showers in northeastern Oklahoma and Tulsa, and line of snow showers from northern Utah down for eastern Idaho, down through eastern portions of, down for western portions of Montana, down for the northeastern portions of Idaho. Back to the rain sleep pelts from northern Nevada, down for southeastern portions of Oregon and southern Idaho. Down the rain showers in extreme northern California, down for western Oregon, down for the Washington State, and sleet and snow showers in central portions of Washington, down to Oregon, and blobs of snow showers in eastern portions of British Columbia.
Fatal crash this afternoon. A 56-year-old Framingham woman.
Mazama, Washington. Good evening. 32 degrees overcast skies here. Lodgecrest, Montana. Good evening. 15 degrees with clear skies. Okay, let's take a look at our satellite loop, and it shows.
And I wouldn't even estimate
the Santa Claus from Mexico, stretching on down for southern Texas and down for southeastern states and down the Atlantic seaboard, and stretching down to
impacted pretty good all the way into the back seat.
Atlantic Canada here, back to the clouds from Michigan and then down to northern Wisconsin and down for the Great Lakes, down for Ontario, down for western portions of Quebec. And back to the clouds from northern California, down to Nevada, down for Utah, down for western portions of Colorado, down for western Wyoming, down for Montana, down for the Pacific Northwest, and down for British Columbia, Alberta, and Saskatchewan, and the northwestern portions of Manitoba, and the northeastern portions of Manitoba here. Okay, let's take a look.
And a tragic lesson.
And a map situation that shows high pressure centered in eastern Washington State, eastern Idaho, western portions of Colorado, down in northern portions of Texas, and western portions of Indiana, front of boundary down from Tennessee down to Georgia. Low pressure centered out in northeastern portions of Georgia off the northeastern Florida coastline. Warm front from down of Oregon and warm stationary front from northeastern California down from Nevada, down from Utah, down from Arizona, down for Mexico, down for Mexico, and a cold front from eastern Mexico, down for the Gulf of Mexico, and down for central Florida, then stretching out to sea. And stationary front from western Nebraska, and down to Wyoming, and down from Montana, and up and down to Alberta. 18 degrees out temperature right here in Boston and Washington, D.C., 21 in Atlanta, 33 in Miami, 39 out in Brownsville, 28 in Dallas, Texas, 14 in Chicago, 2 above in Chicago, 2 below in Minneapolis, 18 in Denver, 45 in Albuquerque, 32 in Salt Lake, 35 in Great Falls, 60 in Los Angeles, 61 in San Francisco, and 50 in Seattle. Alright, let's take a look at our
Officer Pickett has a concussion, but he'll be okay.
weather discussion here. Rare winter storm will continue to impact the Gulf Coast and the southeast. Precipitation should finally arrive at the west coast of Great Basin and other fast-moving clipper system that affect the Great Lakes and the Pleiades. The strong cold front is as now off the east coast moving towards central Florida and then is engulfing vents and Arctic air across the regions. Meanwhile, the upper level system hangs back to the Mississippi Valley and is blowing more moisture over the frigid Arctic air mass. This is a setup for some classic for widespread freezing rain. The sleet reports of freezing rated sleet has been going mostly along the coast with light to moderate snow further inland. This wintry mix will continue throughout the Tuesday night for the Gulf Coast states along the snow into the deep south. By Wednesday morning, most of the wintry mix will concentrate in the Carolinas, Georgia, and eastern portions of the Florida Panhandle. Again, east expects snow to the north and western wintry mix. Activity in this less than the snowfall will finally exit the southeast by Wednesday evening. However, the cold front slowly pushing south over to Florida. Expect showers to linger in the central and southern Florida throughout Thursday. The dry spell will finally be broken from the Pacific Northwest and Great Basin and the incoming frontal system approaches the coast. Showers at higher elevation snow will continue throughout Tuesday night with the beginning to decrease in the coverage over the northern and central Rockies by Wednesday morning. By Thursday, yes, surface boundary draped across the Great Basin will be a focus on a mix of rain and snow in the higher elevations as the precipitation is beginning to ramp up. In Green Basin, the Pacific Northwest can expect showers to taper off. Another clipper system will quickly drop down from Canada and into the west, no time moving in fact. The Great Lakes to the north and the central plains widespread light snow showers across the plains and the Great Lakes will begin by Thursday morning and continue at the end of the short-term period.
By far, the longest standing ovation by the whole chamber together when the president
forecast discussion here.
nearly killed on his 10th deployment overseas. On the road to recovery, gave the president
development offshore Sesame Great facing New England with some light snow tonight and Wednesday morning. Temperatures become a bit mild by early this weekend and have a low pressure with the chill being the chance rate of snow showers, but dry but chilly weather with transfer early next week. 10 p.m. surface observation shows snow in the southern suburbs of DC and along coastal Maryland, Virginia, moving northeast. Radar show lots of precipitation. Aloft over Delaware and southern New Jersey, but only reported 7 SM visibility light storm. The the precipitation is progressive northeast. Body air is dry ahead of it, and the dry air is evaporated the leading breaks of it. Snow in it moves northeast, and how dry is it? It's stuff in New England. Local and official research shows viewpoints such as this reported in Boston and BDL. 6 below 0 Fahrenheit to 7 below 0 Fahrenheit, about 2 standard deviations below the 6-5-year average. That's not American territory, but it's much lower than ordinary. Projected movement of the snow are originally projected across southeast Massachusetts. Still looks good. A lesser chance across northeastern Connecticut and Boston overshore where flurries are a little light cold possible. Cold air would be fluff up to be accumulation possible, while the dryness of the year will be work against accumulations. Every accumulation continue to be favored over the Cape of the Islands. Especially the attack of winter and weather virus continues along the south coast of Massachusetts where 2 to 4 inches affected and 3 to 6 inches at Nantucket. Minor changes in temperature based on observation. Overall, the forecast looks on track.
I didn't expect it to be so enlightening, so humbling, and so much fun.
The governor praised the improving economy, but admitted more must be done to fix the embattled Department of Children and Families and the state's malfunctioning healthcare website. He ended his speech tonight with an emotional reference to those who respond.
Okay, let's take a look at our future cast here. Snow's gonna be out and New England's by right now. We'll go to 1 a.m. It's gonna touch Nantucket at 1 a.m. 3 a.m. is gonna approach the Cape and southern eastern Massachusetts and southern Rhode Island coastline and Long Island about 3 a.m. By 5 a.m. it'll be get about the southeastern Plymouth County down for New Bedford and Fall River. And then at 7 a.m. it is gonna move away, and by 9 a.m. it's gonna move away. It's gonna be at the Cape Islands at 9 a.m. and around 11:30 at noon time. It's gonna be that's gonna move away by about noon time at 1 p.m. tomorrow. And forecast snow total will be 4 to 6 inches at middle of lower Cape and Nantucket, 2 to 4 inches in outer and lower and upper Cape and the Islands, and 2 to 4 inches in Martha's Vineyard and Also 2 to 4 inches from southeastern Plymouth County down through New Bedford and Fall River and down to southeastern Rhode Island. 1 to 2 inches from much of Rhode Island down for Bristol and Plymouth and Norfolk counties, and less than an inch from Hartford, stretching down into Worcester and down for Boston and points west and north. And this will be one of wherever advisories from southeastern Bristol County, from Fall River down to Bedford down to Buzzards Bay and Vermont to the Cape Islands. And tonight's forecasted temperatures be teens in eastern Massachusetts and Cape and Rhode Island and Connecticut to single digits around central and western Massachusetts up to New Hampshire and Vermont. As heavy snow will be fall between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. with a possibly a snowfall rate of inch an hour, especially across the Cape Islands. Morning commute on along the east of the Interstate 95 corridor may see some snow accumulation of an inch or more. Sharp cutoff of the snow accumulation over western Interstate 95 corridor. The storm mats could still shift northward. Okay, let us take a look at our bus stop forecast here. 7 a.m. 15 degrees with light snow and western chill about 7 and 2 p.m. 25 degrees with sunny skies and wind chill about 16 degrees. Okay, let us take a look at our 7-day forecast. It is gonna go like this. While you're sleeping overnight hours of the night, overnight, snow likelihood after 4 a.m. cloud skies low 13 degrees, calm wind, chance of precipitation is 70%. Total nighttime snow accumulation less than 1 inch possible. Wednesday, a chance of snow, mainly before 10 a.m. at clouded for mid-morning, the gradual clearing with a high near 24 degrees, west wind about 3 to 8 miles per hour, chance of precipitation is 50%, new circulation less than 1 inch possible. Wednesday night, clear skies low on 9 degrees, winds with about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Thursday, sunny skies high near 30 degrees, southwest with about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Thursday night, podcast skies low at 20 degrees, south with about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Friday, slight chance of snow showers between noon and 3 p.m. Most of the skies high near 37 degrees, chance of precipitation is 20%. Friday night, most of the skies low at 24 degrees. Saturday, most of the skies low high near 41 degrees. Saturday night, a chance of rain, most of the skies low on 33 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Sunday, part of the sun skies high near 39 degrees. Sunday night, part of the skies low on 22 degrees. Monday, most of the sun skies high near 33 degrees. Monday night, part of the skies low on 21 degrees. For Tuesday, part of the sun skies high near 34 degrees. Peters, what a phrase of the night. Chance of morning snow. Then clearing up in the afternoon. Tomorrow, that's BJ. What's up? You have a good night with a good positive outcome. I'll be see you tomorrow morning. Good night.